guys, welcome to Fat Quarter Shop FlossTube. Today is going to be so fun. We're doing something totally different than we've ever done. So for every 10 minutes, I'm going to be giving away a fully finished item. So let me tell you all the details of that. So every 10 minutes on stream, we will be giving away a fully finished cross stitch. Before we start the 10-minute timer, we're going to show you the piece we're giving away. In order to be entered, you have to be active in the chat, asking questions or talking to friends or chatting. When the 10-minute timer is up, Nightbot will select the winner. We will announce the winner on stream. The winner will need to reach out to Ashley via email for shipping address. Please do not post your address in the chat. The contest closes when the live stream ends. If you're watching this after the live stream, you cannot enter. Subscribe to our channel for updates on when we do the next one. And the first piece we are giving away is Granita by It's So Emma. This is stitched by Cheryl, framed at Hobby Lobby, and it does have museum glass. So then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start the live stream. One of the things about the live stream is going to be, we want you to be asking questions. I want this live stream to be more interactive, where you're asking questions and I'm answering them. I am going to start out though with the summer sayings of the season reveal. I'm going to show some FFOs that Priscilla finished for me. I'm going to do Q&As, and then at the end I'm going to show you all the what's new and all of the things we normally do at the end of the show. So let me start by showing you a reveal of sayings of the season. And if you don't want to see it, I would close your eyes. So this is Summer Sayings of the Seasons, and this is from the Quarterly Cross Stitch Club by Stitching with the Housewives. Now, we have some kits left over that that members didn't pay, and then once that's sold out, you won't be able to get the pattern until next year. So here's what you got in this cute bag, and then we make these bags only for the club, and then whoever doesn't pay, we put those back online. And this is my stitched piece. So I stitched this on the black Monaco. Here's your pattern. And inside here has lots of details on what's in your package. It's always good to save. Your classic Colorworks floss. Your finishing fabric. This is a Chelsea's Checks by Henry Glass. A cute charm. And your black Monaco. So all the black Monaco that we have left over is going in these clubs, just so you know. And we did talk to DMC about getting more made. I just don't have an answer for you yet. But I did want to show you how cute this is. So this is mine stitched. And so I'm going to put that right here. And that timer right there, that is the countdown to the winners. So we just got this back yesterday from Priscilla. So thank you so much to Priscilla for finishing this for me. So she used the black Chelsea's Checks, the aqua Chelsea's Checks, and then this is on magnets. This always happens. We'll fix that. So this is on magnets. And then what we'll do is Denise will just finish the remaining 3, and basically the black will stay. And then this part will come off. And then at the front, she just has, oh, this is what the florals look like. And this is the same way she finished the cover. So you would just need to look on the back of the pattern and it will tell you what the finishing piece is. So thank you to Priscilla for finishing it, and thank you to Priscilla and Chelsea for designing something so cute. And then basically you can just display this all year, and then you can easily move this around. So that's the first thing. And I wanted to show you, since we're showing you spring and summer, I want to show you last year's, because those are now available as PDFs. And these are my pieces that I stitched. So this is spring. And this is summer. And there's a mistake in here, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Hold on. What was my mistake? Do you remember, Denise? There was something I didn't stitch. Maybe it was the year before. But so here's the spring and here's the summer, and basically you just interchange them. This is my piece, and now the PDF is available at Fat Quarter Shop if you didn't get in on last year's club. And this one's called stitching the seasons. This year's club is called Sayings of the Seasons. And then Priscilla also finished one more thing for me. This one, unfortunately, we are not giving away. We are keeping because I love this one so much. So thank you to Priscilla for finishing this for me. This is Hello Valentine. It is a paper and PDF chart by Priscilla and Chelsea. And this is Hobby Lobby. 2227841. And then she just glued, this is the Priscilla and Chelsea ribbon, and then she glued the little felt flowers in the middle, and it's all hot glued down. And this one's not interchangeable. This one will just stay just like this. So awesome. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on, just so we know, this is the one that we're going to be giving away first. And I'm going to start answering questions. Is there going to be a cross stitch for Quilted Snowman? Yes, and I actually showed a sneak peek of it last week. Have I ever done finishing to swap monthly with Velcro? So I have never done any finishing with Velcro. I don't know, so I haven't. And basically I have just used Priscilla as inspiration for my finishing. So I always try to give her credit. We just kind of follow what she does. I want to try linen. Is there a video on this from Kimberly? There isn't. I don't like linen because the holes are too ununiform and the holes are hard to see. So I don't have anything on that. But you can see the beautiful pieces that are finished in linen by Cheryl. How do you like the new Lori Holt needles for cross stitch? Oh my gosh, I love the size 28. So I bought 10 packages. And so if we're sold out, I have more on order. But yes, I love the size 28. And in general, I use size 28 most of the time. Am I going to Crime Con? My daughter is going in Nashville and was wondering if you and Priscilla are going. So we're not going this May, and the reason why is I feel like they have the same people over and over and over, and it's really expensive. And so unless we were kind of considering if they added new people, we would go. But I feel like it's just the same people over and over, which is great, but I've already heard them speak like 5 times. But also my niece just graduated college. I just got back from that. And then I just went, where else did I go?
Chicago, H&H, did you see?
Oh yeah, and then I just went to Chicago, H&H. And let me tell you, Kimberly, Jolly, and airports, we do not get along. That is the worst I am as a person in an airport. You don't ever want to see me in an airport. I just completely become a pain in the butt. When I was coming home this Sunday, I'll tell you a little story. So Sunday, we were all going to fly out at 5 o'clock. My niece was graduating, and then we were all taking a plane. It was 5 of us back to Dallas. That's where my brother lives, her brother, my sister-in-law, and my niece's boyfriend. So they were going to go on the same flight with me, my mom, and my daughter. Well, and we were doing it late in the day because my niece planned a brunch. So we get a alert that says your flight has been delayed 2 hours. So I'm like, okay. Then we get an alert. Your flight has been delayed 4 hours, and you will now be getting home at 7 a.m. the next morning. Well, Emma has school. So I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. So then I try to call. Anyway, I'm not going to just say what a horrible person I am, but I have not been exactly nice to American Airlines. American Airlines told me I had to come in person to talk to them about what to do with my plane. Then I got there and they said, well, you cannot change your flight and you cannot get a refund in person. You have to do it online. And not only can you not get a refund in person, you cannot get a refund until your flight has already landed. I was like, then what are you doing standing here? Like, why are you working here? I was so frustrated. I got a flight on Delta. I got home at midnight. My brother got home Monday at 7:15 p.m. His flight finally got to Houston, and he just gave up and got a rental car and drove from Houston to Dallas. I don't know if it was the weather. I'm not sure what was going on, but my brother did mention that out of Milwaukee, I guess that happens a lot. Okay, so we have about a minute and a half for the next winner, so make sure you're chatting. How long did it take you for what?
Summer sayings of the season.
Summer sayings of the season, probably 8 hours. do I quilt or cross stitch more these days? I think I'm doing a little bit more quilting these days because I'm actually doing a lot at work and filming more at work. So I think actually more hours are spent on quilting. Can I do a video on tips and tricks for stitching in hand? I can do another one. I did one about a year ago on Stitchy Talk. So if you just search Stitchy Talk, Kimberly, stitching in hand, something might pop up. Do I have black linen for this piece? So we have black Monaco, which is black, and then we have chalkboard black. I'm going to show you the difference in both. One is Monaco and one is Ada, and I'm going to show you the difference real quick. So this is chalkboard black. It's more of a soft black. It's actually much grayer in person. This is 14 count Ada. This is 28 count Monaco black. The only Monaco we have left goes in the club for our members. Now we do have maybe, I don't know what else we have in black, if that makes sense. What do you think, Denise? This is, and then we're trying to get more of this made, but we haven't gotten an answer. But I don't know if we have black linen. I haven't used it, so I don't know.
I don't know if Witchell has.
If we, let's see, we're gonna look. Black. There's black 28 count linen by Witchell. The number is 76-99L. But, oh, and then, okay, we got a winner. Da, 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 da. Okay, the winner is Leona Kofeed. So you get this. So contact Ashley and by email, and this will be your prize, and we will mail it out. Now I'm going to show you the next item that will be up for grabs. This is fresh cut pattern by Itso Emma, stitched by Cheryl, finished by Priscilla, and Jordan's going to start the timer now. Or you already started the timer?
Yeah.
Oh, he already started the timer. So you have 9 more minutes to enter for this. Okay. Are the charms sold separately? They are not. They are only available in the club. What other color of cloth do you think would be good for the summer chart? I would say chalkboard black. And then what I would do is I would get on the Stitching with the Housewives Facebook group, because a lot of people will post their finishes and they will finish on other fabrics. I do think it might look really good on vintage country mocha. How tall does Sayings of the Season finish? 2.5 inches tall, 14 inches wide. Oh, this is a good question, Susan. Do you decorate for summer or skip July 4th in your home? Okay, anyone want to guess what's up in my house now? Easter. It is May 15th and I still have Easter everywhere. And the reason why is I haven't had a second to breathe. My kids are like band concert, football game. I mean, on some weekends we have 12 football games. My daughter just had banquet. She just had spring show. I'm never home. So, but the answer to the question is, when I put Easter up, I'm going to go straight to July 4th. I do have enough to put out like summer or spring, but because I waited so long, I'm just going to go straight to July 4th. And I kind of like the decorations I have for July 4th better, so we'll just do that. But honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to get to it before June. So, do we have a DMC conversion for summer sayings? Denise?
No.
I don't think it's listed. It's just Classic Colorworks, but you could just Google, Classic Colorworks color, but it comes. The floss does come with the kit. New to black Monaco, is it supposed to resemble a chalkboard? The stitching and the chalk writing. Thanks. So black Monaco is very dark black, so it's not. It is supposed to resemble that, but I will say the black Monaco is a true black. And the chalkboard black is more of a gray black. Do I always use the same thread count the pattern calls for? No, I don't. So my number one go-to is 14 count Ada. I love that the most. My second go-to is Monaco 28 count in either tea-dyed or black. And then my other go-to is 25 count, what is it called? Even weave? 25 count even weave. Yeah. So those are pretty much the three that I stick to most of the time. Like a majority of the time. Where did I meet Priscilla? Oh, I used to just watch her videos. So I just emailed her one day and just was like, oh, hi, I'm Kimberly. And that's how we met. I can sometimes be a little, I mean, I'm not afraid to ask. Like I was like, do you want to work together? Like if you don't ask, I mean, she could always say no. So I just went for it. I went to learn cross stitch, started cross stitch university, but had a problem of pulling out my own stitches. So what you could do to help you with pulling out your stitches, there's a couple of things. You could use the unstitcher, but also what you could do is if you want to just pull your thread out, just cut your thread close so that when you're pulling your thread, you're pulling out a small amount, not a large amount. So, okay, hold on one second. Just so it's easier to pull the stitches out. So that would be my tip. And then also, I think, as a beginner, when you're stitching, you tend to be a little bit tighter because you're nervous. So I think after time, it'll loosen up. Valentine is so pretty. Did it take a long time to stitch? Yeah, it probably took about 12 hours. Does Kimberly decorate for the seasons with these pieces? Yes. So what I do with the pieces is some of them go home to decorate. Some of them I'm going to decorate at work when I get around to it. Some of them we give away on live streams, and sometimes I just have too much. Now, Emma the other day was like, Mom, you have cross stitch coming out your ears. I actually have more cross stitch in my closet, my closet where my clothes are, than clothes. And I'm doing my best to keep it organized, but yes, I have a little too much. Will I ever have a retreat? Not until my kids go off to college. I'm super busy with my kids, and I just really don't do anything except stuff with my kids. So, Kimberly, can you make a zipper pull that has lavender purple that matches the Mad for Plaid bag? So we usually do zipper pulls that go along with a chart. So we don't usually just do them that stand alone, but I can keep that in mind. Jocelyn is very well aware that a lot of you love purple, so we are keeping that in mind. Where do I start my stitch? Okay, I usually start bottom left. So here, I usually go left to right. So like on this one, I would start here. This one though, I started here. I started right in the center, because I remember I was at a basketball game and I wanted to do the white. So it kind of depends. To me, it's easier to start in the center. This one, Cheryl stitched, so I'm not sure. I wouldn't remember. It was so long ago. I wouldn't remember. But we have 7, 8, 2.5 minutes to the next winner. Is it hard to stitch in the black Monaco? No, I do use a light though and a magnifier. But saying that, I do use a light and a magnifier for all my other stitching. But I can say that I can stitch 14 count Aida without a magnifier. Do I ever do that? Not really. I always take glasses with me to basketball games, and then what I do is I just will do that and then put my glasses up, or if my kid's not playing, I'll just look. I can't see anything because I'm looking at my magnifiers, but my kid's not on the court, and I don't even have a clue what's going on. Last night, I went to a basketball practice, and one of the moms was giving Christopher advice. She was like, okay, you're a point. When you're doing this, when you're getting a rebound, when you box out, you need to she was saying all these words. I didn't know what she was talking about. And I was just like, okay. But she even has said, you don't, she's even said to me before, you don't follow the game, do you? And I'm like, no. And I've been watching it for years, but I just don't. I'm there to support my kid, and I love it, and I can sometimes tell if he's doing a good job or not, but like, whatever. I feel how busy you are with 4 kids. I have 5 grandkids and they keep me hopping. Yeah, it's crazy. It's getting harder as they get older because 2 play basketball. 1 is with the school, 1 is not with the school. 2 different leagues, 2 different coaches, 2 different age brackets, and 2 different like divisions completely. So then I hardly ever even see Kevin because we have to divide up. And then Emma usually will help out because usually we'll have to have 1 picked up. Will's doing band, so he's the only one doing band. Emma's a little bit easier because she's doing drill team, but she has a car so she can drive herself. But I mean, she's about to be a senior, so we're starting to do college tours. She has it narrowed down to 2 schools, and then this weekend my brother was like giving her all this advice about a 3rd school, and I was like, why are you doing that? I don't want her to go to that school. He's like, oh, it's a great school. And I'm just like, oh my God. So anyway, so we're gonna do college tours starting in June. So there is gonna be a day in June that I will not be on camera that week just because I have to do, well, I don't have to do college tours, I wanna do them. It's kind of funny because I've been out of college for 30 years and it's crazy how much, okay, we have a winner, Jordan says. Well, it's gonna pick right now, sorry. I just happened to look at the timer. He's typing it out. Deborah DeBerry. So Deborah DeBerry wins this. Contact Ashley and we'll get this mailed to you. Our next giveaway is Life in Full Bloom by Fat Quarter Shop, stitched by Cheryl, finished by Denise. And all of these patterns are still available. We're just giving away the finished pieces so that we can make some room on our floor because we have all of these on the floor. So now we have the timer started. Okay. How does everyone find time to stitch? I work full time and only have an hour or so in the evenings. You know, I think it's hard. I think sometimes there's more time in life to do stitching than others. So some weeks I will get a lot done. Some weeks I won't get anything done. But I will say, like this weekend, I went to Milwaukee, and it was 2 flights there, 2 flights home. I stitched the whole time, like on the plane. And then in the morning, like before brunch, I got up early before everybody got up, stitched. I just try to like fit it in somehow. And then we went to like a lunch, and everyone was eating like ice cream and candy. So I just pulled out my stitching, and like all my family didn't even. They were just like, oh, okay, she's doing her thing. Like I was still interacting with everybody, but I mean, like, I got to get work done. So I just do it when I can. And at basketball, I always bring stitching. At dance, I don't anymore just because it's not, I don't really sit there the whole time. I just go in, out, in, out. It's different, I guess, at this stage of life. In high school, it's totally different. But I stitch in my car. I stitch anywhere I can. What is my favorite pattern? What is your favorite pattern you're stitching right now? Well, I'm only stitching one thing right now. I'm stitching strawberries, so that's my favorite because I'm almost done. So and I really do like the square dances because they're quick and easy. Will there be any more Lori Holt cross stitch of the huge autumn love, but for other seasons? There will be huge ones, but it's not going to be like a summer love or a spring love, as far as I know. So basically the way that Lori works, and if she's in chat, she can definitely tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. She designs for quilting, and she goes to Riley Blake several times a week. She designs her quilts, and then cross stitches are inspired by her quilts. So really it all starts with a quilt. So if you see a quilt, you're gonna see that in a cross stitch maybe in a year or 2 because the quilt comes first. Are there any beginner cross stitch tutorials? Yes, Cross Stitch University, and I'm sure you could just get on YouTube and say beginner cross stitch. Your kids and family enjoy seeing everything that you're stitching. Do they enjoy? No, I don't think they even pay attention. I'm serious. Like, I don't think they pay attention one bit because they don't ever comment. Now they really liked, I made some quilts for them and they all really liked that. But as far as the cross stitch, I think they're just like it's kind of like it would be like me just eating cereal at home. They'd just be like, yeah, that's what she does. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of just like a thing. What am I doing for Mania? Okay, I'm doing my normal life. So for Mania, I'm not doing Mania. I'm just doing everything that was already on my list. So this month, I finished Square Dance yesterday on the live stream. I'm working on Strawberries. I need to work on Houses on Pumpkin Lane. I need to work on, Denise, you gotta help me.
Did you say shelf life?
Shelf Life. That one's usually like a one-day thing.
Monthly weigh-in?
Monthly weigh-in. Oh, I haven't even started that. I have a lot to do. Do I like my new sewing machine? Well, so I bought a industrial machine for work so that I could go faster, and what I'm finding is I'm going slower. So with an industrial machine, you have to have the setting for cotton thread exactly right. So to be honest, Teresa's helping me out, and we're trying to get it right. But I do like it, except the thread breaks, and we have one setting we're trying to fix. Once that gets done, I'm going to love it because it is going to save me a ton of time. What do I think of using a lighter fabric for sayings charts? Yeah, I think that would be good. I wouldn't do white because there is some white in it. I would do more of a taupe, like a vintage country mocha. Letta asks, I'm excited about the new Susan Aki Halloween Memories book. Will you give a sneak peek? Yes, in the summer we're going to show all the cross stitches finished, all the quilts finished, everything. It's just coming a little bit later. Do I dye fabric myself? Well, we did a video on YouTube where Priscilla and Chelsea showed me how. And if I ever need something dyed, I have this friend, her name is Denise, so she dyes it for me. I'm a little, yeah, I'm just being honest. I know how to do it, but like, I don't even use my oven. Like, I don't even, like when they came to our house, I was like, I don't even know how to turn this on. And then Emma was there and she was like totally making fun of me. There's a lot of things I can do but one of them is not cook. Brooke asks, Kimberly, have you purchased one of the pink cobalt mini toolboxes that are all the rage? Okay, so let's talk about this. If you guys don't know, now I'm only on Facebook, but if you're in a cross stitch group on Facebook, I haven't seen it posted in the Kimberly Stitch Squad, and I don't think I've seen it in Priscilla's group either, Priscilla and Chelsea's group either. But if you're like in a regular cross stitch group, people are going to the store. It's like, what is it?
Lowe's.
I don't know if it's Lowe's or Tractor Supply or Home Depot, something like that. One of the stores has this pink cobalt tool thing, and they're like all the rage. Now, would I buy one? Probably if I went to that store. That would require me to get in the car and drive somewhere and actually walk in a store. I would love to see one. I mean, I would probably buy it just to be cute, and I would probably put tools in it. I don't know that I would put cross stitch in it, but they are really cute. I probably should look up what store and then at least go peek at it. But I don't know what store it is, so you guys can tell me what store. Am I still crocheting? Yes, I have got to finish Peyton's blanket. He is now 6'1".
They're saying it's Lowe's.
What?
Lowe's is where you can.
Lowe's?
Yeah.
Okay, Lowe's. Okay, let me think of where a Lowe's is. Yeah, okay, so I'll have to go to a Lowe's and see. But I'm still trying to do, I shouldn't have made Peyton's crochet a square. He is 6'1" and he's 14. So I have got to make it a rectangle, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. So I'm just still going around, but I really want him to use it, and I don't, so I just have to keep going. I'm going to have to go buy more thread. Do you think that railroading on both legs helps your stitches to lay flatter? Yes, of course it would. I think I only do the top though, and if I really want it to be like a perfect piece, I'm going to railroad. If it's something small, I'm not going to railroad. Okay, we have 2 more minutes for this piece. Probably a silly question, but do you use more floss when stitching on 14 instead of 32? Yes, you do, because 14 count squares are bigger than a 16 ounce square. Am I going to do a stitch along with the Country Cottage Needleworks Beach Boardwalks now that they are out? I don't have it on my list. I'm not a very beachy person, but I do have some ideas for some other things. What do you use to relieve the pain in your hands? Well, this is an interesting question because a mom asked me that last night at basketball. And I said, I don't ever have now, I have had pain once or twice a year. There's this cream that comes out as a foam and it smells like Bengay, and I'll use that, but it's very rare that I'll have a pain in my hand. Kimberly, you have accumulated a lot of cross stitch. Do you find yourself picking and choosing items which to display? Yes. Well, what we're doing is we're weeding some out by giving some away. And then I'm doing part at home and part at work so that more people can enjoy it. But I bought like a couple of small tables to add cross stitch to so I can have more room. So I just kind of make more room. And Kevin's just like, he doesn't like clutter, and he definitely thinks I decorate too much, and I know it drives him crazy. So I actually don't even ask him to help me decorate anymore because I just know he's going to get annoyed with me, and there's no reason to annoy him any more than I already do. Have I tried, oh, this is a good question. Have I tried any of the summer drinks at Starbucks? I know you love your black tea. I haven't, but my kids have. And Emma thinks the new spicy drinks are gross. And Peyton loves them. And he's had all of the 3 spicy. There's pineapple, dragon fruit, and strawberry. And I don't know which one he likes best. So the winner for this, Jordan is going to type the name, and Nightbot is picking these. And this is Life in Full Bloom by Fat Quarter Shop. Dana Tatera wins. So we will mail this to you. Make sure you contact Ashley. Okay, our next one. Jordan already started the timer. This is Bloom Where You're Planted Full. So there's going to be another Bloom Where You're Planted, but this is the full. So it's the one that's all stitched together. This is designed by Fat Quarter Shop, stitched by Cheryl, and finished by Denise. So your timer has started for that one. What are you watching? True crime podcasts. Okay, I'm watching. Okay, I'll give you all a couple of new ones. I should not do this. Y'all should. Okay, there's this podcast I found, and let me look up the name of it real quick because it's really good. Okay, hold on. I was listening to it yesterday. It's called The Dating Detectives. So it's 2 ladies. They've been doing a podcast for a year. One of them is a licensed private investigator. So she will go on and tell stories, obviously without names, of, finding people cheating and all of that. And then there's people that go on their thing, and they call it Dogfish. So Dogfish is like similar to Catfish, but anyway, they come out with an episode every Monday. I love it. The only thing I will say is they have a Patreon, but on the Patreon, I can't figure out how to listen to it. So I unsubscribed because I couldn't figure it out, and I was too embarrassed to ask Denise to help me. But they have really good, so I've been listening to that. I've been listening to Joe Rogan again because he's now back on YouTube. Now, I don't agree with most of what he says. I find him entertaining. I've been listening to Club Shay Shay. That might not be politically correct. It is Shannon Sharp. He was a NFL somebody, and he interviews comedians that I like that are not appropriate, so I'm not going to say their name, but he interviews to Shaq, Charles Barkley. I just think listening to people who have had success and they tell their story is really interesting. So I really like Club Shay Shay. And I even told Kevin, I was like, Kevin, do you know who Shannon Sharp is? And he's like, yeah, why? And I was like, he has a YouTube called Club Shay Shay. And he just looked at me like, have you lost your mind? He's like, why are you watching that? That's good. On Oxygen, the Cold Justice just wrapped up, and there was a really good episode this weekend. That's about it. But that's a new podcast and a new YouTube channel that I'm listening to. And Club Shay Shay is just very, they're like 2-hour interviews. So I really like them because he really just asks really intelligent questions, and he focuses more on not drama, but more like, what are things you can do to improve your life? What are things that you can do to be positive? How did you become successful? Like, how did you become an NBA player? Or how did you become, and then if they've had incidents, like Charles Barkley had an incident that I even knew about, he asks them, okay, why did that happen? How did you overcome that? Anyway, those are the things that I'm watching. Am I going to learn punch needle with Lori? I'm going to say maybe. I think it's really cute. Will I try? Maybe. I haven't decided. I haven't committed. Does Emma stitch? No, but she quilts. She will do 1/4 inch seams. Now, she's not been interested to do like a full quilt. Let's be real. She's interested in sewing with a 1/4 inch seam to get paid by the hour. Let's just be honest. She's a teenager. But I'm not pushing it. I don't want to push any kind of what I do or what Kevin does on our children. I think they should find their own way in life and not be, you know, they shouldn't, Emma should never, like I should never try Emma to be the next Kimberly or Will to be the next Kevin. That's not what we want to do. We really want them to find their passion and do what they want to do. Now, she did say, because for the summer, she's going to do babysitting. So she did say if I wanted to do videos with her at work, she would come and then I could just pay her by the hour. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. It might be kind of funny because we argue. What is my favorite What is my favorite non-greasy hand lotion? Okay, I have a lotion that I use all the time, but I cannot say it's non-greasy because it's not. It's called, is there any, it's in my car. It's yellow. Naked Bee. Coconut and honey. That's what I use. I'm not recommending that for cross stitch because it is greasy, but that's what I use. It's in my car. What is the cross stitch that you have completed that you're most proud of? Oh, Kringles. Because that's Kringles by Little House Needleworks. It was done on a linen or an even weave that was tiny. It was super challenging. It's really big, but I keep it, even though it's Christmas, I keep it hung up in my house all year. So I really like that one. And then I made it say Jolly because Sarah helped me chart it, or Sarah charted it. And so it's neat when people come in, they're like, oh, it says your name. So I like that one because people will comment about it in my house. Do I have patterns suitable for baby boys nursery? So we did get some new patterns in by Historical Stitch Society. Historical Samplers. And those are the ones I actually made for my 3 boys. My daughter was it was a kit that I made that was like a dimensions kit. We do have a really cute cross stitch design for a wedding and for a baby. And those will come out, but it will probably be a couple of months. But we do, and the one that's a baby, I would say is very like unisex and really cute. And so we do have something in the works, but it won't be like right away. Do I ever get tired of stitching and put it aside? Yes. So I have a little drawer, and in that drawer I have, what was the Country Cottage Needleworks? Glitter House, Glitter Village. Glitter Village, it started, it's in that box, and there's another one in there that I gave up on. Nutcracker Village, maybe. But there's 2 that are big pieces, and I just didn't like I think I just didn't like the small stitching, and I don't know, I just gave those up. So yes, but I didn't throw them away or anything. I might auction them off to somebody, actually. That could be something I could do. But I kind of just set them aside. There's no reason to do something that you don't love. It's just going to irritate you. Does floss conditioner dull the thread in the long run? I don't think so. I would use, I've used it. I like Lori's beeswax. I don't think it would. But also, like, I have a different perspective. I just think, I just want it for when I'm alive, and then say I die in 40 years. Okay, who cares? Like, I don't care. When I'm dead, whatever. It's probably going to go in Goodwill anyway. Like, my kids aren't going to keep all this. They're just going to be like, what? This is crazy. Do I snack when stitching? No, I don't. So I do have kind of a strict rule. When I sit down and I start stitching, that's it. I just stitch, and I tell myself in my head or whatever, I need to stay here for 1 hour. I can't get up to go to the bathroom, to get the dog, nothing. So I do have kind of a strict rule so that I can actually get something done, but I definitely don't snack when I stitch. What's my favorite restaurant? Okay, I love PF Chang's. It's not my favorite, but I love to go there. It's really far from my house. There's this place near my house called La Popular that's really good, and me and Peyton really love it. There's a restaurant by my house called Carb, and I love it every now and then. It's just too, like, I couldn't go there all the time. It's super expensive, and it's a very limited menu. Jordan's favorite restaurant is Popeyes. He would like you to know. One time, he put on my calendar that we were going to Popeyes. So I drove his butt to Popeyes, and then I made me, Denise, and Jocelyn endure the lunch of Popeyes. And then we got back to the office, because when we go to lunch, we have like meetings, and they might be like an hour, they might be 2 hours, but they're like, where we're like really working, writing ideas, brainstorming. We stunk so bad. I was like, when I get home, I'm gonna have to stink. We smelled like greasy chicken nuggets. Is Lori Holt's chunky thread more like yarn? Yes, it is a cotton, 100% cotton yarn. What is the weirdest place you have stitched? I don't know. I stitch everywhere. I stitch on a plane. I stitch at basketball games. I've stitched at football games. Where else? I don't know. I stitch everywhere. Okay, so he's resetting the clock, and we're about to name the winner of this one. Because every 10 minutes on this live stream, we will be giving away a fully finished cross stitch. Barb Johnson. Congratulations, Barb Johnson. You get Life in Full Bloom as a complete Bloom Where You're Planted in a full set. Okay, the next one we're giving away is all three separate. This is Life in Full Bloom by Fat Quarter Shop. Sorry, Bloom Where You're Planted. And sorry, they're all Bloom Where You're Bloom Where You're Planted. Individuals. Stitched by Cheryl, finished by Priscilla. Can we see your current project? Next week. It's on my desk right now. I don't think I brought it. Did I bring it up here? Oh, I did bring it up here. I'll show it to you real quick. I was like, I think I might have. This is straight out of the bag. Look at this mess. This is how I threw it in the bag. I was on the airplane, and then the guy next to me kept turning the light off, so I just said, okay, I don't think he wants me to stitch. So all I have left is right here. So just a little bit. And then I have to decide what I'm going to stitch next. I'll probably do the shelf life. So, yeah, but you can tell I just stopped mid-stitch. Do I have a favorite author? I actually don't read books anymore. But I will say I like Nancy Grace's books. She does fiction and she does nonfiction, and so I like her stuff because I like true crime. If I was going to read anything, I do listen to audiobooks sometimes, but if I was going to read anything, it would only be nonfiction. So I would listen to something either motivational or something about like an autobiography or a biography or true crime. Anything else doesn't interest me at all. Love your interviews with designers. Will you interview Lori Holt? Yes, and I have interviewed her on this channel, and I've interviewed her twice on the quilting channel. Are there any new colors of the ribbon? Not yet. There will be eventually. Have I tried the new DMC floss? No, the Echo floss, I have not. And the reason why is it's very homespun, vintage looking. So I would need to find a pattern that I like, that's that theme, and that's not usually the theme I use, but I'm not opposed to using it. I just haven't done it yet. Where did I get my blouse? This is from Draper James. I bought this when we went to Nashville. It's owned by Reese Witherspoon, right? What is a good cross-stitch program to create patterns? I have no idea. I would ask Priscilla and Chelsea, I don't know. We here use very complicated stuff that is way beyond my brain power. So I don't even know. Am I watching the trial of Karen Reed? Okay, can I say something? Okay, I'm not watching it. But I talked to Priscilla about it. And the reason I'm not watching it is because if Kevin cheated on me, I would run him over with a car. So I can't watch a trial like that because I would envision myself doing something like that. So I'm not watching it. I am watching the Chad Daybell trial, but that one's a little too, yeah, so I haven't been watching it. What's the best magnifier lamp? I use the Omega 3.5 and I also use the Halo Go. And we're working on a light that's going to be sold at Fat Quarter Shop in 2 colors that you guys are going to love. Will I ever do a cross stitch retreat? Not until my kids are gone. Am I making the flower stand block of the month? I'm not doing that, either quilting or cross stitch, but I do love it. Did the LASIK surgery help you with your projects? Not sure what to do. Okay, so let me tell you about my eye surgeries because it's kind of complicated. When I was 18, I'm now 50, radial keratotomy came out, and my dad worked for a high-tech company that had this awesome insurance. So I was at college, I was a freshman, and he said, for Christmas, would you like to have the surgery? It's free, and that's going to be your Christmas gift. And I was like, sure, great. So I had that. That was great. It lasted until about 40. When I was about 40, my eyesight started going down. Cataracts run in my family really bad. So I even have an uncle that is like, he's like legally blind in one eye. Eyesight's not like our thing in our family. Everyone has cataracts. Like on one side of the family, everyone has them. My mom, my dad, everyone. So my eyesight was just going down. So I went to the doctor and they said LASIK won't work at your age. It won't be permanent. It would only last for a year. So they recommended laser remove. What is it? What did I get? Okay, so I got lens replacement. It was a lot of, but anyway, when he went in there, he said I had many cataracts. Has it helped? Yes. And I love that I don't have to wear glasses. So yes, it has helped. I would have had to have that surgery anyway, but I paid for it early and I had to pay for it out of pocket. That would be my only thing, is like if I would have waited maybe 5 or 6 more years, I could have probably got it covered by insurance, but I just didn't want to wait anymore. How's Piggy? He's good, but I will tell you, he was naughty when I was gone because I came home and like all our bathroom rugs were being washed. And then like something in my closet was turned over and like all this, I could tell he peed everywhere, and Kevin must have Kevin never even brought it up to me, but I know he was bad when I was gone. Am I stitching houses on Pumpkin Lane individually or one piece? One piece. And I have the top row done, so I have 3 done. What is the sewing machine you bought? Ashley can link it because I don't remember. It's a Juki. I don't remember the name. Do people in the airline question what you are doing? I find so many people are clueless about any kind of stitching. No, they don't. But you know what? I always have on headphones. I hate traveling. There's probably nothing. There's only 2 things in the world that I don't like. I don't like driving, and I don't like getting on an airplane. I can't stand it. I can't stand getting on an airplane. It's too many people. It's too much noise. So I always have on headphones just to kind of like, sometimes I just put them on without anything on just to kind of like get the noise out. But nobody really asks me, when do Christmas patterns start coming out? I think they kind of come out all year. I'd love to know what Kimberly 25 years ago, I would love to know what Kimberly 25 years ago would say to Kimberly today. Okay, so 25 years ago. Okay, okay, that would have been 1999. Right? He's going to look up the year. So that would have been, I would have met Kevin. I don't know that I would have told myself anything. That was not the best part of my life. 25 years ago was probably not the best part of my life. So I don't know if I could answer that. I don't know what I would say. Is he still a stinker at doggy daycare? Yes. But they're always so nice to him, like he's behaved, but he's not. What's my favorite DMC color? 347. I like that red. Will I interview gals from Primrose? We did at Market and we did on the channel. So we have done 2 of those. Is this piece on magnets? This one's not. This one is not. Will I do a video about the new furniture you're carrying? We did some reels while we were at the H&H show to show like the quality of them, and we have bought some pieces that are in our new space, so we might eventually. Do you think I will show another stitching in the hand how to? I can almost do it now. Sure, we can do it next month. We don't have anything scheduled for next month, I'm assuming, so we'll just do it next month. I have a random question. Does Cheryl do anything to cover her hoops when she's putting the hoops over previous stitching?
I don't think so.
Okay, you know what? Ashley's gonna save that question. We'll ask Cheryl and we'll give you the correct answer next week. Is running Fat Quarter Shop stressful? Yeah. I will tell you, yesterday was a really bad day. I have a lot going on. I have 4 kids. I have a business. I have a lot going on. My life is pretty stressful, yes. I try to be super positive. Like, I think the thing is, I don't get a break. And you guys think I'm a people person, right? I am the most introverted person ever. I'm just like, I like a lot of time to myself. I like quiet time. That's why when I went on this trip, the first thing I did on Sunday morning was I got up before everybody else, like before my brother, everybody, stitched just to have time to myself. So the thing that I find that makes me less stressed out is just time to myself stitching, or just doing something where there's not a lot. Like, I have a 17-year-old daughter. I'm not sure if any of you have ever had a 17-year-old daughter. I'm not sure if you have a 17-year-old daughter that has a best friend's mom that tries to get her to do stuff with her daughter instead of the daughter it's just like a lot going on. Now, I love all of those people, but they try to so my daughter last night, a mom texted me and was like, so can Emma go to such and such concert? And I was like, first of all, who's the concert? Where is it? And all they would say is it's at the track, the F1 track. And I was like, if it's tonight, no, it's a school night. My daughter called me 13 times because she's so drama. And I just sent a text to Kevin and was like, tell her to stop. She's not going. And she didn't go. And she was just like, Mom, it's not fair. I'm almost a senior. And I'm just like, whatever, you're not going to a concert on a school night. So am I stressed out? Absolutely. What is my favorite type of chair? Oh, I have a winner. Julie Mitchell wins this.
Do you want to do one?
We're going to do one more. Well, there's more questions, but yeah, we'll do one more.
Cross Stitch University.
Cross Stitch University, finished by Denise and
Stitched and finished.
Stitched and finished by me. Oh my gosh. Yay. This one will be big. Okay. What's my favorite type of chair to sit in? So I have a little chair at home that I got custom made that I love. It's like a recliner, but it's really wide. So when I sit in it, I can sit in it and Piggy can sit to the left of me. So I like that. And then I have one in my office that I got on clearance at Haverty's, which is like just a big fat chair that I can like cross my legs in. So anything that's like big and puffy. Am I going to be giving away finished quilts on Friday? No. What am I doing Friday?
Sherry and Chelsea.
Sherry and Chelsea. Oh, we're going to have we're having a photo shoot tomorrow. And Friday we're going to have Sherry and Chelsea and we're going to talk about their new book. So yes. Thank you to Dawn Loya for Super Chat. The giveaway is so generous. Love FQS. Will I be having more 14 count Ada cloth colors coming? We kind of have everything kind of covered. If there's one specific that you like or something, you could let us know and we can check on it. Is DMC Echo kind of like their Fancy Floss? I don't think so. I think their Echo is more of a recyclable, environmental, rustic. So I don't think it's like, yeah. Will punch needle products be available? Yes. So we have the punch needle cloth, we have the punch needle thingy, and then as soon as Lori starts doing her videos and her patterns, we'll get more into it. Do I watch these shows on my phone, iPad, or computer? On my phone. True story, I have no idea how to turn the TV on in my bedroom. I have no idea how to turn the TV on in my living room. I do know how to turn the TV on in my sewing room. If I need to watch TV at home, I have to call Kevin and annoy him, and he does not. He's just like, why can you? I mean, he's honest. Like, why can't you get this together, lady? Like, you should know how to do this. If Peyton's not there to turn the TV on, I don't watch TV. So I do my phone because that's what I know how to use. Have any of your kids shown interest in cross-stitching? My 22-year-old chemical engineer son picked up cross-stitching while he was in college. No, one of them has expressed interest in crocheting, and so we've gotten about that far. He's not really liking it. He can't figure out how to hold the thread, but he got really behind on school projects. We finally got all that caught up, so we're going to get back to it once all school ends. But yes, crochet only. Will I be getting more sayings, strawberries patterns? Yes. Can you email me to make sure I have it ordered? What patterns would look good on 14 count red cloth? Maybe something that's like a star that's just white. Maybe like just a white on a red. Is black Monaco available in 14 count? No. Is that prize a pattern? It's actually the finished item. Am I planning to do red, white in June? Yes. That's the correct answer, right, Denise?
If you want to.
Okay, the answer is maybe. I don't think we've gotten that far. What is the light you used around your neck? Okay, I am getting that made for Fat Quarter Shop, so more information to come. Mania is everyday life for me. Too many projects, too little time. What is my feeling on Cosmo Black? I love Cosmo Floss. I think it's great. Cosmo is like, I love it. When will next year's monthly cross stitch by Stitching with the Housewives be announced? It will be announced in, I think, July. That would be the one that follows monthly weigh-in. Right, July is what she said? July, August, something like that. Will I get more Witchell 14 count pink? If you can email Denise at fatquartershop.com, tell her the SKU and I'll look into it. When will June weigh-in be available in PDF form? What month are we in?
May.
Probably a month. What cross-stitch needles would be like Pat Carson size 26? I don't think there is one. Can you do a video on stitch to hold, on the stand to hold our cross stitch? This one right here, we have a video. It's under Cross Stitch University and it's called Flat Fold Finishing. I haven't heard anything about Stitch Mania. I wonder what happened. I just kind of got tired. And I just kind of had no room to, I have a lot of changes in my life this year, like a lot, like going on all over the place. So I just took it out this year. How many hours a day do I stitch? I try to do 1 or 2 hours a day, whether quilting, cross stitch. Yesterday I quilted for, I think 5 hours, 4 hours, something like that. Do I carry the bag patterns from Shepherd's Bush? Yes. Do I like silk floss? Yes. What is my favorite, quilting or cross stitch? Both. I can't pick. Okay, I gotta answer this one question. Click that.
This one?
I know Denise doesn't want to be on camera, but since she's a lefty, would she be willing to do stitching videos to help the lefty community? Probably not. She's not, like, she'll do finishing, but I don't think she'll do, I mean, she's obviously behind the camera, but I don't think that's just not her thing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Are you going to see Lori's house this year? Yes, I'm going to Lori's in July. Aren't Pat Carson's being released soon by a new company? Well, I don't know. If they are, can you please email me that information? I haven't heard that. Will I be adding a pieced basket sticker every month in the Sew Sampler box? No, but that's really cute, and it was only in this month. Now, if y'all really like that, that might be something we do in 12 months for the next release of the Sew Sampler cards that are the yearly cards. Are the new Lori Holt needles in? Yes, they are, and if they sold out, we should get them back in a week or two. Can I explain the differences for the Lori Holt needles? They're just size 24, 26, 28, so they're just smaller to bigger. And if you watched last week's video, you can see I laid out each needle. Okay, I'm trying to get to the questions. Come on, Denise. Okay, yeah, no, that's not going to work. Does Piggy bark? Yes. Ever since he had cancer and got all that radiation, barks all the time. It's really annoying. How far ahead do I choose what goes in the sew sampler boxes? 6 to 9 months. So we're already working on next, like February, March. Any more information on the Halloween stitch along? Not yet. Will I do a tutorial on 2 over 25 count? Sure. What size margin do I use between the edges of the cross stitch and the frame? I try to do 2 inches. How long have I been stitching? I learned in high school, I think. Maybe middle school. Sayings looks fun. Are there only 2 seasons available? Is the club sold out? I don't think the club is... It's not sold out, so if you sign up now, you would get the next 2. But if you wanted the current 2 at the lower price, you would just have to put a note in the thing. What planner have I been using? I have not been using a planner because everything is so hectic right now that I just kind of gave up. I am now doing, I don't want y'all thinking anything bad's going on. Nothing bad's going on, but I'm now the treasurer of the drill team, which is a ton of work. And now I'm also involved in YMSL with my 2 boys, which is a charity organization where you do, it's just a lot. Like I'm a liaison between two places that accept, help. Anyway, I just have like a lot more parent stuff going on. Or we have a winner? Angela Pinninger. So contact Ashley. So I just wanted to say thank you. This was a fun live stream. I think I just have to give away stuff for you guys to chat with me. Y'all have never chatted so much in your life. And it's so much easier to have a live stream when you guys are like actually having a conversation with me. So Denise will try to fit in some more of these in the future. Obviously it won't be soon because we don't have like cross stitches everywhere, but she picked spring this time. So next time we'll probably do like another season. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and I'll see you next time.